Yo, back again. This time about menopause and andropause. Yes. Basically the same thing, just different genders, like making everything sexist. Menopause and andropause mean no more sex, no more periods, no more a lot of sperm being produced, no more eggs being produced. Your menstrual period, you're not having period, you're not bleeding anymore. Andropause, male, you're not producing sperm, you're not getting harder anymore. You're not feeling the drive to have sex. All right, you might just be putting on weight. You might just be mad at everything. Who knows? Anyway, yes, it's the same thing, people. It is called something different, which is totally different. Stupid. It's totally stupid. Menopause is mean the end of a menstruation period, menstruation cycle, but usually lasts for 30 days or 32 days. If your menstruation cycle lasts for more than 30 days, you're either pregnant or in heat. It is the same thing for males. Males have a peak. It's not called menstruation, it's called something else, which I don't call. I'm gonna call it menstruation. It is when they're at their peak or in their heat, which lasts for about 30 days to 45 days. And females can last for 30, 45, 50 days. Except for males being pregnant, denying pregnant, they're just either in heat or their body's going through a major change. Whether it be going up, whether it be for the good or bad. Congratulations. Um, Female menopause is before the menopause phase, during your first 2 weeks of your period, blah, blah, blah. You get hyped up, you get heat, you get mood swings, and usually on the second week, you go from having a wild mood swing or wild flashes into the permanent pause phase or freaking permanent pause phase. And this will lead to the cessation of menstruation. Basically, for this phase, it is if it's part of the 30-day cycle, then you just having your normal period up and down. Usually, you don't have periods once you get over the age of 30. That's when your menstruation cycle starts stop happening. And then we get to 45 or 55, you don't have it anymore. Back to the subject at hand. Permanent phase is the phase of when your menstruation cycle stop. Your estrogen production starts slowing down. You're having hot flashes, mood swings, sleepiness, and so on. You start putting on weight. Your hormones tell your brain to say we need to produce more estrogen for our ovaries to produce eggs. But you're producing so much of the chemical in your brain, your body's not compensating for the amount of ovaries you need. So, yeah, you're pretty much dead. Congratulations. And postmenopause is after the very last period, meaning you're not having no more period, no more. Male rise is similar to that as andropause, usually during the normal cycle. I'm not going to include puberty from the age 0 to 16 or 18 because according to some schools I've been to, usually people hit puberty till they 21. And then as people, the time will progress, people hit puberty till 21 to 18 to 16, like getting younger, younger and younger, whatever. See, back then, people used to have kids under the age of 12, sleeping with 40-year-olds. I don't even know how that works. And then as the time progressed, it was 16, 17, 18. Now it's basically the same thing, but it's just y'all having, in heat earlier than normal. F that, fake humans, pricks. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Male androphase, andropause, or androphase, whatever you want to call it. The inner menstruation cycle for a male is usually on the last week of the menstruation period. And in that phase, your muscle mass start going down. You start getting more grumpy, you see more weight in your stomach, and you have red eyes and stuff. You still have flashes, mood swing, agitation, all that stuff. You just don't give a care. Just punch someone in the face. And then after the perma phase, you go into the inner menstruation. You're in menopause. I don't call it andropause. Then after that, you have postmenopause, meaning that your brain is doing the same thing as female, trying to produce high testosterone. Both male and females need both chemicals. Female needs testosterone to help build strong bones, to freaking help their breasts get more firmer shape, while estrogen put on the weight, or help build more ovaries, help their skin get better growth, help their eyesight better. Males need estrogen for helping their eyes to get better, helping their skin stay tight, and freaking helping some portion of their heart and lungs and stuff. But they still need testosterone for any other development. The only difference, females need more estrogen, not high testosterone, while males need more testosterone and estrogen, which is totally bullcrap because there's a reason why females have two X chromosomes, while males have X and Y chromosome. I'm a genetic engineer. I'm God around these parts. God plus plus. I'm like the God title. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Usually a male menstruation or andropause period in around later than females, but most of the time it's the same, around 55 or 60. And that's just today era because a Lord butt back here, Lord butt over there, and fix it just everywhere on the planet. Yeah, you're not staying healthy and in shape. Of course, that's going to happen. Your bones are gonna get weaker. Most they say that people back then used to live longer than now, which is up for debate. Because the longest living person is someone from the Vietnam War. A male lived to 155. A World War II male lived to 150, and a female lived to 160, and then et cetera, et cetera. And then they say most people nowadays don't live as long, but there are a high number of people living longer lives than the majority of the past. It's also bullcrap. You mean white people living longer now these days? Yes, people. I won't get off subject. The main reason why white people doing all this stuff now, because they want everyone's genes inside them. You have Asians who are very smart. You have Latinos who are very durable. You have freaking natives who are also very tolerable as well as adaptable. You have Caucasians who are good in their emotional control, and you have brown people, aka black people, who pretty much got all that, but they lack emotional control. They want all that genes into their body. But unfortunately, the country of China, India, is not having that. That being said, it's the main reason why you have brown people all over the planet, but you don't see them on top of the food chain like everyone else. But anyway, back on chemical subject. The reason I brought that chemical wise because brown people have the most pretty much everything except for emotional control. Mm. And that can come from the development of your brain, which come develop your hormones, become develop the phase you're in as a menstruation cycle. Uh, I say it's the fact that you do not want to have kids under the age of 21. You want to wait to your prime age where you give the best result of offsprings. That's for both male and females, but some reason some states in the US have sex is at the age of 14 that I've been to. Hold on, don't stop me there. Sex at the age of 14 with the consent of the parent, and you can be over 40. Mostly white people do that. Don't even get me started on Ted Bundy, but mostly white people do that. I'm just saying now, there are other countries across the world, yes, they sleep with 13 and 10 year olds. Just nuke them if you have that much of a major problem with it. I would nuke them. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. And this is bad for the development of the child. It's always been bad. Always. Even way back during war age, Greece, Rome, and Shaka Zulu and all that. It's always been bad. Even then, the people back then said it's been bad because you have a body who have not developed the full genetic materials or the full properties of their max potential. The main reason back then they used to say 60-year-olds sleep with a young girl because the 60-year-olds have left their maximum potential, which they didn't. The moment you hit 30 or 40, if you haven't done anything out of your life but sitting on the couch eating a donut, your genetic potential just hit the drain. The only way you can get out of that is getting your genetic modifier where your genes are fully expressed. Yes, that's genetic engineering. Which come back to menopause and andropause. The best time to have an offspring is in your prime age, or from the age of 21 to 30, or from the age of 25 to 30, where your body has fully expressed itself. You don't stop growing till you're 32. Yeah, I know. They keep changing everything. First they say 16, then they say it's 18, and then they say it's 21, which is not true. Then they say it's 25. Some schools I've been to say it's 28. Some other schools I've been to say it's 32. So anyway, menopause, andropause is part one of it. I'm just giving out notes. Anyway, I'm out.